سيداتي وسادتي، نحن على وشك بدء الفعالية، نرجو منكم التكرم بالجلوس في مقاعدكم.
Ladies and gentlemen, the press event is about to begin. We kindly ask you to take your place in the plenary.
سيداتي وسادتي، ستبدأ الفعالية بعد 5 دقائق.
Ladies and gentlemen, the press event will begin in 5 minutes.
سيداتي وسادتي، الفعالية الإعلامية على وشك البدء، يرجى التكرم بالجلوس.
Ladies and gentlemen, the press event is about to start. Please take your seats.
سيداتي وسادتي، يرجى الوقوف للنشيد الوطني السعودي.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the Saudi national anthem.
نقدر نروح برا؟
اوكي بس انتبهي لاخوكي.
Welcome to Alat, a company that will transform tomorrow, a company that will innovate to help us live better. Creating a world-class electronics and industrial manufacturing hub in Saudi Arabia. Powered by an abundant supply of clean energy. Alat will bring together the greatest minds in the world to collaborate and make the products of the future, creating thousands of jobs in the kingdom, building not just a better tomorrow for Saudi Arabia, but for the world. Alat, tomorrow made better.
سيداتي وسادتي، نرجو الترحيب بالرئيس التنفيذي العالمي لشركة آلات، السيد أميت مدها.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Alat's global CEO, Mr. Amit Midha.
Your Royal Highnesses, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, good morning. Assalamu alaikum. Today marks the start of a new era for Saudi Arabia and the world. Saudi Arabia is on a journey to reimagine how we live, how we interact with the world around us, how we build a better and more sustainable future, and how we transform global industries for a better tomorrow. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince, Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, Prime Minister of Saudi Arabia, the Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Public Investment Fund, and the Chairman of Alat. His Royal Highness's unique and bold vision for the kingdom transformation, driven by technology and talent, is the reason we are here today. Through His Royal Highness's leadership and his steady stewardship of Vision 2030, the kingdom has emerged as a global force for innovation that serves the world today. The future. It cannot be predicted, but it certainly can be built by those with the vision and courage to do so. Those who build the future must know the forces at play and how to leverage them to make things happen. So let's talk about the forces at play today. The four transformative forces impacting every single enterprise across the globe are artificial intelligence, sustainability, resilience, and innovation capital. Let me explain this further. First, artificial intelligence. Every day we are exposed to new innovation driven by AI. With AI, limitless opportunities now exist to transform how we live, how we work, how we make things. AI will become so omnipresent that within 4 years, the energy required to run AI applications will be 200 times greater than it was just a year ago. I can confidently say that AI will continue to change everything exponentially. And this is just the beginning. 2, Sustainability. Around the globe, almost every enterprise is charting its journey to lower carbon emissions. Clean energy demand will grow at double-digit over the next decade. And adjacent systems like smart grid networks and storage need to be built. To meet the climate goals, the world will need to invest up to $173 trillion over the next 3 decades. Clean energy, I can confidently say, is a vital business imperative to drive innovation, to protect reputation, change experience, and improve efficiency. 3, supply chain resilience. Recent years have revealed new challenges and critical gaps in the global supply chain resilience. To overcome these challenges, enterprises are reimagining their global footprints and partnerships. This is no longer an issue of efficiency, but of resilience and continuity. In the next 3 years, we expect to see nearly 100% increase in companies adopting strategies focused on multiple geographies, multiple sources to solve for resilience. This is a great opportunity for Kingdom. 4, innovation capital. Solving tomorrow's enormous challenges require even greater innovation. Vision, capital, talent, and patience are a must for innovation to be realized. Global enterprises are telling me that changes are accelerating, opportunity is exponential, but capital is not restricted. As a reference, cost of capital have now reached similar levels to the global financial crisis of 2008. These forces are making global enterprises question their ability to invest in these opportunities. They need committed, resilient partners with patient capital and a shared vision to build for the future. So, what is the opportunity for the King? Change is always an opportunity for those who choose to seize it. So how do we harness these forces to create something new and amazing? And what is the opportunity ahead of us? His Royal Highness has already shown us the vision. 2 years ago, His Royal Highness famously said, "We have all the capabilities we need to enable a competitive and sustainable industrial economy." He also added, through national industrial strategy and in partnership with the private sector, the Kingdom will become a leading industrial powerhouse that contributes to securing global supply chains and exports the high-tech products to the world. Over the past year, I have traveled around the world, speaking to many CEOs of many global enterprises. Not only do they share the same desire to harness the power of these forces, they're also saying the same thing about Saudi Arabia and its courageous transformation. There is nothing like this in the world. There is nothing like this in the world. The economic diversification of Kingdom is bold and unprecedented. The fastest growth rate of any G20 nation, 8.7% jump in GDP, massive. Over 180 international companies setting up their regional headquarters in Kingdom. 36% female workforce participation. $50 billion annual budget for education. And $3.2 trillion invested in manufacturing, renewables, energy, and infrastructure by 2030. And so much more. Alat is the realization of the Kingdom's vision for innovation and industrial transformation in Saudi Arabia. We were conceived and created to fulfill that vision and to bring its benefit to the world. Under our vision of tomorrow made better, we intend to become a global pioneer, leading the transformation to a sustainable, resilient, and AI-powered industry. Saudi Arabia's clean energy will be the bedrock of our manufacturing base. And we will put sustainability at the core of everything we do. AI, robotics, Industry 4.0 technologies gives us the opportunity to leapfrog and reimagine. We are joined in this journey by the world-class partners who are global leaders in their field. And through the resolute backing of public investment fund, we have the means to make an unprecedented commitment to invest for the future. $100 billion US invested by 2030. That is our commitment. Creating 39,000 high-quality direct jobs and making a lot of force for good in the world. We are privileged here today to be joined by Your Royal Highnesses and by the esteemed ministers of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. My sincere thanks to each of you for your participation today, and to all the ministries of Saudi Arabia that have been such a critical part of our journey. You are the true partners of Alat. The initiatives that you lead are transforming the kingdom in so many fields, all of which will be essential ingredients in the success of Alat. My sincere thanks again to you for your leadership and commitment to creating ecosystems in kingdom where global enterprises like Alat can thrive. Some of our esteemed ministers will soon be joining us on the stage for a panel discussion. We will also be hearing from top executives of the world-class companies who have decided to join Alat on a journey. These global leaders will be sharing their thoughts on how Alat and the kingdom represents the best opportunity for them in the world. We will also reveal the first set of Alat partners, the first of many. Imagine. Let's take a look ahead. I want you to imagine. I want you to think with me. I want you to imagine with me. Imagine walking into a store in New York or Singapore to buy the latest smartphone or a gadget. A smartphone which was made in Saudi Arabia by Alat. But the device was not just made in Saudi Arabia. It was designed by a team of top Saudi industrial designers, collaborating with engineers and product experts from the countries around the world. The semiconductor, the heart of this smartphone, was made in Saudi Arabia and globally by Alat and our partners. Now imagine that this phone is assembled by intelligent robots in an automated factory, in a smart city in Saudi Arabia, powered by clean energy. And the robots, the smart city system, the energy infrastructure, the data center and its components are all designed and built by Alat and our partners. I'll let it sink for you how different we are creating the future. Now imagine this for so many other products and technology. That is the power and vision of Alat. To achieve this, we're building world-class teams and developing local capabilities across 7 strategic business units. They are semiconductors, smart devices, smart buildings, smart appliances, smart health, advanced industrials, and next-gen infrastructure. Each business unit will be focused on innovative and world-class solutions that bring meaningful impact to the world. We have appointed some of the world's most experienced global industry experts to lead each business unit. These business units represent an exceptional combination of innovation, talent, and experience brought together in one leadership team. And I'm deeply proud and humbled to be leading such a world-class management team. Our vision is not just for Saudi Arabia. Alat will bring its resources, experience, and innovation to the world for the benefit of all. And to do that, we're committed to collaboration and partnerships. We're partnering with outstanding companies to transform global industries, explore new sustainable ways of manufacturing and product design that bring about positive change. We're building a transformation journey with these global leaders, and it is with great honor that I introduce our partners to you, our inaugural partners to you. First, Carrier Corporation. Our Smart Building business unit is partnering with Carrier Corporation, a global leader in intelligent climate and energy solutions, to build a cutting-edge manufacturing and R&D facility, producing high-volume, high-tech, energy-efficient HVAC products. Our agreement will leverage Alat's financial strength, Kingdom's resources, and Carrier Corporation's technology and manufacturing capability to develop made in Saudi Arabia intelligent climate solutions for the Kingdom and for global exports. Second, Dahua. It is my great pleasure to introduce a highly significant milestone for Alat, a local partnership with Dahua. Together, we will focus on public safety and smart mobility solutions, expanding on Dahua's existing solutions in intelligent transportation systems, AI and safety surveillance. We will collaborate on R&D, product design, testing labs, and enablement to maximize our combined strength. Dahua will also be participating with us in our manufacturing operations. Third, SoftBank Group. We are forming a strategic partnership with SoftBank Group, one of the largest technology investment groups, to manufacture groundbreaking industrial robots in Kingdom. Together, we will establish a lighthouse factory using the latest technology to build next-generation robots. This factory will open on December 18th, 2024. This will be a game changer for manufacturing, and together with SoftBank Group, we will see an immense market opportunity for robotics in the Kingdom and around the world. And finally, Dahua Technology. We're founding a partnership with Dahua Technology to establish an industry-leading, vision-centric and AI-powered business in Saudi Arabia. This new venture will produce and market powered by AI products and solutions in a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility in Saudi Arabia for use in intelligent cities, intelligent buildings, and enterprise applications. Safety, security, and compliance through product design and solutions are the critical areas where we will set high benchmarks with this JV. I would just like to say how excited I am for these partnerships and the potential they bring to the Alat ecosystem. And what is even more exciting is there is so much more to come. So what can you expect from us? By end of the year, our first factory will be operational. We will have broken ground on several other factories. We will have announced several additional exciting partnerships. We will have shipped our first robots, Saudi-made. We will have trained and hired several thousand Saudi nationals for meaningful roles in top-tier manufacturing and global business management. In closing, I'm delighted that so many of our partners are here today with us. Our strategic partners in the government who make Alat possible. Our world-class business partners who bring so much potential to Alat. And the wider community that will play an important role in our story. Alat means machines, but even the most sophisticated machines are conceived of by people, and it is the people of Alat and our partners who will determine our success. We have a shared vision. We are committed to making this vision real. We have a responsibility and we are on a mission. Alat is already in motion, and there is so much more still to come. I invite you to join us on this journey of transformation for a better tomorrow. Shukran lakum.
Imagine a better tomorrow. A better tomorrow for manufacturing. A better tomorrow for technology. And a better tomorrow for the planet. Alat is partnering with the world's leading innovative corporations, harnessing advanced technologies to transform global industries and change the world for good. Powered by Saudi Arabia's abundant supply of reliable, low-cost, clean energy. Together, let's lead the way to a more sustainable tomorrow, advancing not only what we make, but how we make it. Alat is building a world-class sustainable manufacturing hub in Saudi Arabia, creating thousands of new jobs. With $100 billion to invest, Alat will transform manufacturing in everything from semiconductors to smart devices, smart buildings, smart appliances, and smart health. From advanced industrials to next-gen infrastructure. Not just for Saudi Arabia, but for the world. Together, let's make the manufacturing of tomorrow. Together, let's make a better world. Alat, tomorrow, made better.
سيداتي وسادتي، يرجى البقاء في مقاعدكم. سنستأنف الفعالية بعد قليل.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated. The press event will continue shortly.
سيداتي سادتي، نرجو الترحيب بالدكتورة لطيفة محمد آل عبد الكريم.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Latifa Mohammed Al Abdul Karim.
Tomorrow made better. Assalamu alaikum, Your Royal Highnesses, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. A global pioneer, a game-changer company transforming global industries for the good of humanity. Alat comes at a time when Saudi Arabia is experiencing a enormous socio-economic transformation where technology and sustainability are important in the global economy. It's definitely a new era in the manufacturing of Saudi Arabia. And to discuss this more, I would like to invite our distinguished ministers, His Excellency Abdullah Suwaha, Minister of Communication and Information Technology. And His Excellency Bandar Al-Khrayef, Minister of Industry and Mineral Resources. Thanks for joining us, Your Excellencies, and happy to be with you today.
Thank you, Dr. Latifa.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I will start with the technology sector. Kickstarting with the technology sector.
I think minerals and industries deserve a head start. But I'll be more than happy.
He's an Alat board member, so it's better to start with you, and then we'll continue the discussion with the host.
Let's go ahead.
Yeah. So we have just heard about the AI-powered industry, 4.0 technologies in 7 business units, in semiconductors, in smart buildings, in smart devices, and new infrastructures as well. So I have a question for you, Your Excellency, about how does Saudi Arabia's investment in the tech sector is actually positioning the kingdom as a leader in the tech space.
First of all, it's an absolute pleasure to connect with some of the global leaders in this industrial revolution that we're witnessing, powered by Alat today. And Dr. Latif, if you allow me, before answering this question, let's zoom out a little bit to appreciate the global context. If we look at the headwinds that are happening today, predominantly international trade barriers are forcing us to move from globalization 1.0 to 2.0. So 50% of global trade is going to happen regionally. And if we look at the fair share from some of these amazing opportunities that Amit and team have highlighted, whether it's robotics, whether it's semiconductors, whether it's AI, these are trillion-dollar opportunities. Right. And the fair share for the region is anywhere between 3 to 5%, making it north of $50 billion. But today, we're definitely punching way below our weight, where we're capturing anywhere between 0.5 to 1%. And if you look at the tailwind, a general purpose technology just have taken place called generative AI, where the diffusion of this technology across industries is going to change humanity as we know it. Right. And this is a historic moment where once again, His Royal Highness is adjusting the sail between the headwinds and the tailwinds for the kingdom to emerge as a global contender in the technology supremacy. This is His Royal Highness. This is a story I shared 7 years ago in Barcelona, where I said 60% of the innovative material that goes into the smartphone is powered by Saudi Arabia. And it's actually the passive material. But this is His Royal Highness' vision right now for us to move into the active components. Okay. And we have to accept that within this industry, so let's take the iPhone for example, the battery might come from Japan, the camera might come from Samsung, or Dahua right now, we're in discussions with them. The memory might come from a different component. So within this revolution, this is His Royal Highness' vision to make sure that tomorrow is made better, powered by the kingdom, to make sure that the region captures the fair share. And in essence, Vision 2030 is about our opportunity to diversify the economy from a factory-based economy to an innovation-based economy, underpinned what I call right now the 3 technological forces. How we're moving from technology adoption to acceleration to actualization. So during adoption, under His Royal Highness' vision, we have jumped as a tech force from roughly 200,000 to right now 354,000. So that's the talent movement, making it the loudest and the boldest reform story in women empowerment and youth empowerment in tech. Moving to acceleration, where we have jumped as a cloud node and an AI node right now, from shy of 7 years ago of 30 megawatts, today surpassing 200 megawatts, jumping into the half gigawatts point.
Right.
where His Royal Highness Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman is planning to make it all green and renewable, but now moving into actualization. So instead of us talking about the passive components and the active components, why don't we talk about humanoid robots in partnership with SoftBank about how we can have lights out manufacturing to manufacture these components? How can we move from trailing nodes in the semiconductor industry to leading nodes around the 20 nanometer mark, where we have a footprint not only in smart devices, but in the automotive industry, in which we have leading brands today when it comes to Lucid and Seer. And last but not least, in this whole AI movement, this is a unique opportunity for us to launch a giant that is AI native when it comes to product development, when it comes to innovation, to make sure we achieve His Royal Highness vision with Alat to make sure that tomorrow is made better.
Couldn't agree more, Your Excellency. Thank you very much. Your Excellency Bender, the kingdom has already, as what His Excellency Abdullah stated, has already a fast-growing technology sector. And now we are talking about manufacturing those tech products. So what do you think that Saudi Arabia can create when it comes to sustainable manufacturing industry? And what advantages that we can provide to global economy, to global companies wanting to manufacture those products in Saudi Arabia?
Thank you very much, Dr. Latif, and I would like to also congratulate everyone here for the launch of Alat. It's another dream that the vision enabled to come to reality. When we first had the first meeting with His Royal Highness about the creation of this entity and the ambitions that were there, and to see how we were able actually to achieve so much in so short time is amazing, and it shows how the overall collaboration between the different elements of the vision and how they complement each other is amazing. It just shows also the different capabilities that can be put together to create something greater. And this probably brings me to the answering your question. Today, manufacturing is no longer looked at as an isolated unit of production. You need a multiple enablers to ensure that this manufacturing facility will be functioning efficiently, will be able to access raw material, will be able to access markets, and most importantly, will be able to create its own future or to participate in drawing the future for the industry it plays in. That's why we believe Saudi Arabia, as an industrial country, because Saudi Arabia has been an industrial country for more than 50 years. We just celebrated the Saudi Industrial Development Fund 50-year anniversary last week. Okay. And we are about also to celebrate next week the 50th anniversary of Royal Commission. So we have been an industrial country, but most of our industrial base was built on the back of oil and gas business. So our core activities was built on the material side, which is still definitely a very strong angle that we should build on. But we believe we have gone beyond just natural resources, which will continue to make Saudi Arabia a very competitive place to operate and to produce, especially with our competitiveness in energy, not only traditional energy, but renewable energy. But what have happened in the last 25 years, the evolution of the change in the technology, the new trends, I think Saudi Arabia is well positioned to benefit, to capitalize on so many mega trends, innovation, industrialization in terms of using AI, advanced manufacturing, 3D printing. This also cannot be enabled in isolation of a very strong ecosystem. what His Excellency and his ecosystem is doing to create smart cities, to make the country more able to connect, to allow for different installations to be built as more or less like plug and play. This is what is the new trend. Now, when we come to the market side, we believe that Saudi Arabia has a very interesting proposition to offer in terms of our geography, the location we have been talking about, I would say, in the last 30, 40 years, but never actually took advantage of this, the interesting and state-of-the-art infrastructure that we see in our industrial cities, in our ports, in our railway, in our connectivity. So this is all adding up to making Saudi Arabia a very interesting place to build capabilities. Now also, just recently when we look at the, I think Amit also have talked about it, the different challenges that the global supply chain have faced as a result of COVID or the war in Ukraine, is all bringing back reality to the table of how we build capabilities and how we distribute capabilities globally. And therefore, when we look around, definitely Saudi Arabia stands to be one of the most, if not the most competitive place to be in and to be investing in. This is what we are seeing as a result of our also meeting with global players. I always, say this example, my first Davos and my last Davos, big shift in the thinking. The dialogue have changed dramatically from the first Davos questioning whether or not we will be actually able to deliver what we are talking about, to the last Davos is saying, how can we be part of this? What do you need from us? So it's a great shift. And finally, what I would like to close with is Saudi Arabia is no longer going to buy technology, it's going to develop the technology. The ecosystem that we are building in the RDI is definitely going to capture so many value. And on the other angle, which is probably the most important angle for us as Saudis, is the Human Capital Development Program.
Exactly.
So both of these programs will definitely empower manufacturing, make Saudi Arabia more appealing for the future.
Thanks so much, Your Excellency. And we are always saying action speaks louder. So, and speaking, coming from the enablers point of view, you told us about the enablers in the ecosystem of the industry. I will come back to you, Your Excellency, regarding the correlation now between one of the enablers, the innovation, and the manufacturing. So we have just heard about R&Ds and R&Is within the partnerships with the 4 companies. So how do you think, or how can Alat fuel those innovation in the kingdom?
Dr. Latifa, this is once again His Royal Highness vision under Vision 2030 to diversify the economy from factor-based to innovation-based, but not skipping the manufacturing-based economy. And this is why it's very critical for us to take some of the lessons learned about how some of the other nations have made that transition, fueled by talent and technology. And if we look at the secret sauce today for leadership in the generative AI era, it requires 3 things. It requires AI leadership, and His Royal Highness today is driving this rigorously. Secondly, it's more critically about the diffusion of these technologies across industries, both from a software and a hardware perspective. And it's the ecosystem that His Excellency have talked about, how industries, minerals, innovation, technology can come together led by the private sector, by Alat, to make sure that tomorrow is made better. So if we look at the innovation priority that His Royal Highness have launched, whether we're talking about healthcare and wellness, sustainability in the environment, industry and energy, or the future of economies, across the board, Alat has a unique opportunity to disrupt those industries and make sure that the kingdom and the region takes its fair share. So if I use the 3P architecture when it comes, for example, to semiconductors and electronics, in essence, you can boil them down to power, how we can make devices come alive, like wearables within the healthcare and wellness, how we can perceive the world with Dahua CCTV cameras and the great AI vision that they're going to build. And last but not least, how we can process, how we can think and act when it comes to these devices. So within healthcare and wellness, in any particular moment, so let's take the ICU room, you would have anywhere between 9 to 13 devices that are not interoperable. They don't talk to each other. So how we can make the clinical workflow optimization work for the healthcare system. This is where an opportunity for Alat, leveraging its build, partner, and acquire strategy, how we can address it. If we look at the sustainability, we have been doing an amazing job on the passive. So on the plastics when it comes to the wind turbines and the PV, but how can we increase the technological intensity into batteries to pivot also to automotive, to pivot into other industries? And let's not forget that most of the critical components that make up the automotive industry and the EV industry is the battery, where it consumes 40% of the value. Moving on to energy and industries, and His Excellency will definitely allude about some of the specifics we're going after together. So the semiconductor industry, we have realized that you have predominantly 3 types of nodes. You have the trailing nodes, mostly they serve at the analog world. Then you move into the leading nodes within the digital space, and this is the sweet spot that Alat will definitely make some announcements soon that they're going to be announced by Amit, Ross, and the team. And last is the advanced node. This is the vision moving towards closer to 2030. So within that space, there are 3 to 4 critical JVs that were announced, and let me conclude with them. One, we do appreciate that smart cities will never work without the power, perceive, and processing capabilities. And with Dahua's JV today, we'll be able to improve challenges like traffic management, where we appreciate how CCTV can help us manage and regulate traffic, can improve conditions by 30%. Moving to robotics, we appreciate that you can only achieve lights-out manufacturing with humanoid robots that have the ability to assemble even critical components within the smartphone. Let's remember both on the passive and the active. And last but not least, when it comes to AI, we have seen it across the board. So if you see the dot-com bubble, you saw hardware influx, then software. The iPhone moment of 2007, hardware, then software. This is our critical component where we're saying in the hardware play, we're coming with a serious play, and soon enough within PIF, you're going to even hear about more of another software giant to complement making sure that the ecosystem effect under His Royal Highness in the generative AI era, we're definitely making tomorrow better.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. That's really amazing what you have mentioned regarding the use cases and others. And of course, the sustainability is core in any new business, and clean energy is vital for any startup now to be evaluated. Your Excellency, I have the final question here for you. Alat is opening a new factory this year, so deliverables are here. And it will also export one of its kind high-tech products. So my question is, what would Alat bring to the industrial sector, and how is it meeting with the national industry strategy that we have?
Well, for us, Alat is a great enabler, definitely. For customers, it will deliver products. When we look at the contribution of Alat, it's just beyond. It's how we are creating a complete ecosystem. Some industries are only unlocked with leaders that can actually take these industries, create the mass, create the different opportunities that could bring the sector as a whole. And if we look at the automotive, for example, when you know, in each industrial sector, you need certain pillars, large pillars that can actually pull with them so many activities. So again, we don't look at Alat of what its final product is going to be, which definitely is going to be a great product that will help us reduce imports, for example, or increase localization and so on. But we look at the bigger picture of how it will create, as if the automotive business, how it's creating, how the shipbuilding is creating as an ecosystem, how we are creating in the downstream chemical, in the metal processing, and so on. So what it will create, what it will bring to the table actually, is looking at technologies of the future. If we go back to our industrial strategy, we identified 12 different sectors. Okay. I like to group them into 3 groups. The first group is more towards resilience, national security, things like food security, pharmaceuticals, water security, defense. The second pillar is really how can we get more out of our natural resources, things like downstream chemicals, metal processing, getting the best out of our location and so on. And the third pillar is looking at the future. How can we position Saudi Arabia to be ready for global trends, future trends? Things we know today like renewables, space, aerospace, and so on, but things that we don't even know.
Right.
Alat is definitely going to make Saudi Arabia ready for the future. And that's also part of their motto. And again, I want to probably link this with the overall industrial strategy, how we can create an environment of research, development, how we can also be sustainable, how we can, I think some of the numbers that Emmett talked about with regards to the need of power to be able to meet the demand for AI, for example.
Right.
I mean, this is based on existing consumption of power. What if we are able to create more efficiency in power usage? Then that's going to be definitely a different ball game of calculation of, and so on and so forth. So to us in the Ministry of Industry and its ecosystem, we are a great believer that such companies bring to the table much more than the products. We also believe that linking this to our natural resources, today Saudi Arabia is a global player in petrochemicals. We will continue to be so, but we will develop more high quality, high-end products, value added. The same thing is being done in mining, where we see Saudi Arabia as part of the vision is opening mining as a new sector. It's really showing great progress, great interest from global players to invest in Saudi as a hub, not only because of the mining resources, but because of the ability to actually do the processing, the ability to develop materials. So if we take both plastics and polymers and metals, which combined make up for most of what we build everywhere, I think Saudi Arabia has a great opportunity even in the material science. If we look at additive manufacturing, how can we enable additive manufacturing not from a technology point of view, but also from the material science? How can we develop the right materials that can be easily accessed by different additive manufacturer players and so on? So it's a holistic view, and I'm really glad that at a very early stage of our industrial strategy execution, we have this great gift from His Royal Highness Alat.
Thanks a lot. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. And this is the best word to end our panel with this such an insightful discussion. And I can proudly really state it that Alat has landed in the right place at the right time. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Appreciate it. Allah. And I would like to invite, the global CEO of Alat, Emmett, for a picture, if you don't mind. Thanks so much. I will join you in this picture and I will leave you.
سيداتي وسادتي، يرجى البقاء في مقاعدكم سنستأنف الفعالية بعد قليل.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated. The press event will continue shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, please allow us to introduce David Gitlin, Chairman and CEO of Carrier Corporation, and Amit Midha, Global CEO of Alat, to discuss their new partnership.
Hi Dave, good morning. You look well. And what a journey last few months has been for us to collaborate together. And I must say it's been such a wonderful journey together, and I can't wait to see what's ahead of us.
Yeah, we loved it. I appreciate you coming over there, and we couldn't. It's been great to get to know you and your colleagues. And this is a big day for us. It's a big day for all of us, and we could not be more excited about it.
Same here. I mean, I joined 11 months ago, and sort of assembling the team, and then getting strategy, get capital, having the relationships built, and we're just getting started.
I know.
You're gonna be a key lighthouse partnership for us.
Well, we're super honored, and we won't let you down. We're gonna throw ourselves at this, and we know it's going to be tremendously successful, and it's going to be a great journey together.
This is what gives us confidence, to have such a world leader like yourself and a global leader like Carrier being on this journey with us. So thank you for that. But I have a few questions for you, if you let me.
Please.
So as a global leader in intelligent climate and energy solutions, Carrier Corporation and Alat Technologies are going to develop a cutting-edge manufacturing and R&D facility in the kingdom. Tell me, what technology and approach will you be using to advance not only what you manufacture, but the way you manufacture it?
Well, if I may, Amit, let me just start by thanking you personally and your colleagues at Alat for the confidence that you're showing in Carrier for what I know will be a phenomenal partnership together. And also your colleagues at the PIF as well. I believe that we are at an inflection point for the kingdom, for our industry, and for Carrier. And when you put these three things together, we can not only have an enormous impact on the kingdom, I think we can have an enormous impact on our industry and globally. We were the first to establish a strong presence in the kingdom back in 1987 with the Jafali family. It's a great partnership that we will continue for sure. And we've now established close to 1,000 employees in the kingdom. But we believe we're at an inflection point with our relationship together. And this relationship with Alat will take our industry to new heights. We look at what's happening in the kingdom with the infrastructure investments and things like Roshan, and up in Neom with the line and Oxagon. We will absolutely be a partner with all of the activities that are going on in the kingdom. But the partnership we're establishing is not only for the kingdom and for the region, it's for the world, because there's so much changing in our industry. 40% of carbon emissions come from buildings, and 40% of that from HVAC systems. So we have an obligation and an opportunity to work together with you to establish a manufacturing and an R&D center of excellence to really provide cutting-edge technologies for the world to take our industry to new heights. So it's everything from variable refrigerant flow technology, low GWP refrigerants with very high capacity, district cooling capacities that can really change the way heating and cooling is provided to larger facilities. I believe this partnership will have an enormous impact.
No, we share the same view, and I think it's a tremendous opportunity in the region. And in my mind, the best kicker is yet to come, which is as more AI workloads get online, and both from an energy solution perspective as well as cooling perspective, the power requirements there is expected to go more than 200 times in just the next 4 years. And and that's the reason why we're building the innovation center with you. And so I would be interested in your thoughts on how do we accelerate innovation along with Alat as well as globally to make new outcomes happen, given how much buildings are creating the carbon emissions. So how do we take innovation as a driver for benefits and making tomorrow better?
Well, innovation is at the core of everything that we do at Carrier, and partnering with Alat, I'm so confident that we can take innovation to new heights. So we have at Carrier more than 6,000 engineers. We've recently come together with a Chinese company called Jiwei, Toshiba's HVAC business, more recently Viessmann Climate Solution, and welcomed their 12,000 employees to the Carrier family. So now we have more than 6,000 engineers, and working with Alat, we believe that we have the opportunity to create more than 5,000 jobs in the kingdom. And it's all about differentiation. It's all about innovation. So when you think about data centers, for example, it's one of the fastest growing verticals, and an AI chip produces far more heat than a typical chip in a data center. So what we have to do is come up with innovative solutions, things like liquid cooling to provide better heat dissipation for the fast-growing market around data centers. And as you said, a lot of it's going to have to do with intelligence and AI and using sensors and other algorithms to be able to sense and disperse heat in very different ways than we ever did in the past.
So, Dave, thank you so much for this journey, this partnership. You will be missed on our launch day, but I know that you are a regular visitor to the Riyadh and Kingdom, and we look forward to hosting you soon and celebrating together. And perhaps I will be in your headquarters, this beautiful headquarters that you have, to record a video together.
Ahmed, I can't wait for you to visit, and you can be assured we'll be coming back to the Kingdom very often. I'm sorry I'm not there in person, but you have our 100% commitment for this manufacturing R&D. This partnership, I know, will change not only the Kingdom, but it's going to change the world.
Very well said. Thank you very much again for your partnership, Dave. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ahmed.
And now, our insights into Alat's new business partnerships continues with a video conversation between Amit Midha and Masayoshi Son, Chairman and CEO, SoftBank Group.
Hi, Masa. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
So, Masa, what a journey we have taken. I think you were the first global executive I met when I started in this role. And here we are. What an amazing journey. Almost 10, 11 months we have known each other.
Yeah, it's amazing. It seems so long, but it's actually so condensed, and what a fantastic relationship we have created in 1 year.
Yeah, and I can tell you, you're an amazing human being and a great leader, and I'm looking forward to partnering with you. So thank you for being on this journey, and that's culminating today with this announcement is a great achievement. So I'm sure you're pretty happy with what we have accomplished.
I am extremely happy for you. I'm extremely happy for the Kingdom, and it's a good thing for the future of the technology.
How do you see robotics during this transformation for next 10 years?
Well, next 10 years, the robotics is going to be a center core of the journey. In the past, robot was just a robot, which you had to do the programming, and robot acts like a robot. But going forward, integration the robot with the Gen AI, it's becoming a truly intelligent robot, and you don't have to program that much anymore. The robot will learn by itself and train by itself, understanding the world, the environment around it, and it will act like human. It's going to be amazing robot coming.
And you are a big AI investor, and as you see the landscape for AI ahead, how do you see the AI is going to shape in the next few years?
Yeah. Since 7-8 years ago, I kept on telling AI timing is coming. It's coming. Because I see the progress of microprocessors. It's finally becoming powerful enough to handle the heavy computation that AI would require. And second thing, the algorithm of deep learning transformers that has been evolving in such a way that it will become a truly useful AI. Now suddenly AI is truly becoming so capable that many of the government leaders, the industrial leaders, the academics leaders, they were truly awakened by the power of Gen AI. And this is still just the beginning of the journey of Gen AI. And over the next 5 to 10 years, the AGI, I think, is coming. When that AGI, the robotics get combined, it's going to be amazing capability that's going to happen.
We're getting started today. We're announcing today a robotics factory that is next generation robots. It's nothing that the world has seen. We'll be building it here, exporting it here. And this is just the start of our collaboration, right? If AI is affecting everything, then, we have 34 categories within Alat. So clearly there's so much more opportunity ahead. How do you see our partnership and collaboration progressing over time?
Yeah, well, look, in the kingdom, with Alat announcement, now the Crown Prince vision is coming into the execution mode. I'm excited to celebrate you that you are acquiring a bunch of companies and you are really truly starting industrialization of manufacturing, not just the investment, but truly execution of industrialization is going to come centered with Alat.
Yeah, and I think there is a significant amount of benefits that kingdom brings, whether it's about clean energy, whether it's about geopolitical resilience, whether it's about innovation capital, and of course, the ability to leapfrog, do things that cannot be done anywhere else. I mean, whether it's about land allocation, permits, ease of doing business, there is so many things that we are now bringing to the table, which is bringing together a benefit for anyone who's coming, investing, and operating here. And I hope you see that, and certainly we look forward to a great partnership ahead.
Yes, definitely. When I talk with Crown Prince and you, I feel that we are really talking to entrepreneur. It's actually amazing that the leadership of the kingdom speaks like with a passion as the founder of the entrepreneurial company. It's a chemistry, the passion, the vision that make it me excited. So my commitment is really true and genuine. I will make it happen. I will support you.
Great. Well, we are very, very thankful. And of course, what a journey we have taken, and we're just getting started. Thank you so much, Masa. Have a great day ahead. And it's so good to see you. You look great.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We would now like to welcome back to the stage Mr. Amit Midha, Global CEO of Alat, to share more details of Alat's partnership with Tahakum.
Well, I'm back. So first of all, let me welcome our partner Tahakum. We had recently, yesterday, signing ceremony with the CEO of Tahakum, and we are very, very pleased. We had the ceremony right here in this building. Unfortunately, he is engaged, so we have Deputy CEO. Please welcome Mr. Dr. Ahmed on the stage. Please welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
It's a great chance. Thank you.
So I have a few questions for you. So you're a very famous company in Kingdom, and you're the first local company that we have now partnered with, and very, very proud of it. And you see, we have been saying this is a great setup, and we will do more of the partnerships. But what do you think are what are the advantages of partnering with Alat? When you are partnering with us, what do you think are the advantages for you that we bring to the table for you?
Well, first of all, thank you so much. I think it's been a couple of months journey. We are more than excited, really, to come to this point in time where we see Alat being announced, and our discussion before and our shared excitement is coming to a real phase where we start the implementation. What I like first about this opportunity is when you came to stage, you brought with you the 2 kids. I think this is a great message of what we both believe in. We are looking at the future. So Tahakum is a fairly young company. And I like what Mr. Masayuchi mentioned about the whole country is taking an entrepreneurial path toward the future. I think this is what we're having in Tahakum, and I think with Alat, this is going to be even a great momentum toward the future. Tahakum, we are a fairly small company, but in terms of size and number, we are more than 8,000 employees. We cover almost 40,000 kilometers in Saudi Arabia. We have more than 100 Saudi engineers, data science and AI developers. I believe the mandate that was given to Tahakum was greatly achieved. Looking at the numbers and reports that come from the Ministerial Safety Committee, Tahakum, with our government partner, we managed to really achieve our mandate in terms of reducing the fatalities and reducing the number of accidents, reducing the overall cost in the economy when it comes to managing the transportation system. During the last couple of years, Tahakum really shifted and focused more on AI-enabled solutions and technology. This was not by a choice. This was needed by necessity. More complex challenges in terms of smart traffic management systems, more requirement in terms of sophisticated type of intelligent transportation system requires that you really need to develop your technology based on AI. And this is what really made Tahakum achieve what was achieved. I believe that we have more to achieve looking at the huge expansion in our vision 2030 in terms of all these smart cities, NEOM, Al-Ula, Red Sea, and even, the growth within the current cities like what you are seeing in Riyadh. So it was a natural collaboration between the two companies. We believe that we have achieved a very good level of development in terms of the software part. In terms of the processing capability, we have one of the highest computational data center. We have almost more than 700 GPUs from NVIDIA. We think that combining our technology in terms of software and hardware is going to produce even more beneficial results to the whole country and hopefully to the global market. I believe that Alat's momentum and Alat's commitment in terms of investing in this infrastructure and technology enablement is going to enable Taqnia even further in terms of its innovation and AI capability.
That's great, thank you. So you have a lot of Saudi talent and pretty world class. Tell me a little bit about how you have taken the journey of developing people and also making them world class from a talent perspective.
I think before before I can answer this into details, I think what you have brought into stage is exactly the message that Prince Mohammed was always stating, that the true Saudi strength is in its population, and we have a great new students coming into marketplace. Definitely Taqnia invested a lot in terms of training, education, and even spent a good size of investment in developing this capability. The market continue to grow and the competition continue to grow, but we believe in Taqnia is no matter where are these capabilities are located, whether they are in Taqnia or somewhere else, eventually they will be contributing to the growth of the country. So yes, we see a challenge in terms of acquiring local resources, but we were surprised with the capability that we got from our young Saudi engineers. They are very smart, they are very dedicated, and the results in the ground is a great clear evidence of their capability.
Great. So I know we're out of time, but any quick word on the vision of our partnership? We believe it's tomorrow made better, but we'd love to hear from you.
I think tomorrow will be better for the Saudi and for the global world. Saudi is achieving a good progress in its KPIs compared to the G20. I think with a visionary CEO like you, supported by such a huge investment, Alat, with our ambition and our focus on our market and in our value in terms of our solution, I believe that we will achieve beyond what we have signed on documents. I'm very excited, more than excited, personally and also on behalf of all Taqnia team. And we are looking forward really to together launch the first manufacturing facility, inshallah, in the future.
Great. Excellent. Thank you very much. Congratulations, and look forward to it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, now please welcome to the stage Jason Zhao, CEO of Dahua Technology, to share some more details on the company's exciting new partnership with Alat.
Please. So first of all, welcome to Riyadh. Is this your first trip?
Yes.
How do you like it?
Yeah. First of all, thanks very much for Alat and to invite me to be here to Riyadh. I arrived yesterday, but really I see a big change of and also that the very dynamic of this city, and also from these 2 days communication, I also better understand about the 2030 vision, this strategy. Yeah.
Right. We always say opportunity of a lifetime. It just belongs here, and we're so glad that we're partnering together. We're going to be manufacturing here together. We're going to be doing innovation here, and we're going to be serving the world.
Yeah.
So we're very excited about the potential of our partnership. Tell me a little bit about the company. I don't know if everyone knows about Dahua, and you're a global leader in the video-centric IoT as well as AI solution. Tell the audience a little bit about it.
Okay, so Dahua is we are the world leading the video-centric IoT solution and service provider. With 30 years. We just celebrated our 30 years anniversary last December. So seems that the establishment, we are adhered to the innovation and development. So the company, we have more than 23,000 of the employees, with more than 50% is R&D technicians.
Huh.
Yeah. And also that with a commitment to the technological innovation, every year we are investing more than 10% of the total sales to the R&D. Yes, and thanks to the innovation, we are also that accumulated a lot of the large amount of the industry applications, and also demonstrated the capability in artificial intelligence, which I think is very crucial for digital economy. Yes. And I think that the digital economy, I think, is a new engine for the future. They are brought the new economy, and also that also built a more sustainable society. So in the future, we are keeping investing in the AI, IoT technology, big data, cloud, and we are keeping focusing to accelerating the digital transformation of city and enterprises. Yeah.
Tell us how many R&D engineers you have.
Sorry.
R&D engineers. When I visited you in Hangzhou in China.
Yeah.
If I recall correctly, you have like tens of thousands of R&D engineers.
Yes.
Your employee count.
Yes.
What is the exact number? How many R&D engineers you have?
So right now we have more than 10,000 R&D engineers, and among that, more than 1,200 people, R&D technicians focus on AI. Yes, and also the other for the different technology, software and hardwares. Yes.
Right. That tells you the amount of innovation that goes into it.
Yes.
Yes. And when I visited your manufacturing plant, we saw, 12 buildings, and we're only replicating only one. Like the volume is just one out of 12 buildings, which are 4 floors, fully automated, autonomous factories. We were quite impressed by your manufacturing operations.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to sort of partnering and serving and serving the region and beyond. So give me a bit of view on how important was Saudi Arabia's giga projects like NEOM and Roshan and everything else. How much domestic demand is important to you, as well as how much do you export, and how much you are planning on exporting together?
Yeah, as a CEO of the Dahua technology, I would like to emphasize the cooperation with Saudi Arabia for the big project like the smarter city, the 2030 visions, and also NEOM. This project is very crucial for Dahua. we are amid the technical revolution, especially for the AI, the foundation model, big data, and also digital economy, that they are changing the world very fast. So we need to be to see how can we broadly to deploy our experience to overall to especially to the global operation. This is very important for us, and I think we would like to take the use of the expertise of the Dahua's experience with the R&D innovation, the IoT capabilities, and also our business applications that to help the kingdom to upgrade the infrastructure, to enhance the business, the productivities, and also to cultivate the talents in the digital fields, and also to boost the local economy. We also advocate the green technology and also the clean energy, which I think is quite aligned with the 2030 visions. And I'm very confident with the empowerment of the high technology. Together with Alat, we can be jointly set a new benchmark for the global leading, the IoT manufacturing, the cases that in the future.
Excellent.
Yes.
We're looking forward to it. And thank you again for a great partnership. Give us a one sentence or a quick word on the future. How do you see our future of our collaboration and partnership? What do you think we can achieve together?
As I just mentioned, I'm quite confident because I think the Alat, you have first, I think the kingdom have such a good strategy and a clear strategy, and also the Alat, you have world leading that the professional the teams that, and also Dahua, we have the basic foundation like in the IoT business application and our manufacturing, R&D innovation, and I think that I'm very confident that we will be the world leading that the manufacturing for the IoT manufacturing for the world. And right now, I think the first important thing is that we need to guarantee that the first step we are going well for the manufacturing. We need to achieve our first target end of this year.
Right. End of this year, we'll open up the factory.
Yeah, sure.
We're looking forward to it.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you.
Thank you.
In order to honor the designated prayer time, we will proceed with our closing video without the accompanying audio.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, for joining us today. This marks the end of our proceedings. Let's make tomorrow better. Shukran. Salam alaikum.